Hey, Kate Martin with what I think are two absolute fundamental gold nuggets about you training clients and getting them to do things and becoming one of the best trainers probably in the world. The first thing is that it doesn't actually matter what you know, it only matters that you care about the client and them getting results. Because people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. Yeah, you'll get results faster if you know what you're doing, but you can be the most technical trainer in the world, and if you don't care about people when they're in the consultation with you, you won't convert them. They're going to pick up on the fact that you don't care. So it doesn't matter how many courses you do. Courses don't make the trainer. I'm constantly saying this to people. You're never actually going to feel ready. You're never going to have done enough courses. And in fact, usually, the more you do, the more you learn, the more you realize, shit, I don't actually know anything. And you know what? Google's always there. It's not that that's the best way to do things, but you can talk to the person's client, you can talk to the client's physio or whoever it is that they see as the specialist. You can always talk to them. I've learned a lot of things that way. And then come back to the client. Never pretend that you know something. Just say, look, I don't know about that, but I'll look it up. I've learned a lot about a lot of different diseases for that reason as well. And it's just make time to read and learn things yourself. The second absolute gold tip is that you can write the best program or lifestyle habit changing implementing course that this person can possibly do, but they won't do it. Why is that? Because clients have to choose what they're going to implement themselves, and this is what I've found. I picked that up from a course, and it was the only nugget that I got from like hours worth of training, but that they have to choose what the habit is that they're going to change. So often the slower they change things, the longer they last too. Everyone's different, so everyone will adhere to change at a different pace. Everyone will change things at a different pace, but what I've found works really well is that if I'll give them one or two things to choose from, but I'll suggest what I think that they should do, and then I'll say, can you do that? Can you just try that on for me for the next 2 weeks? And if they say yes, great, they're on board. And I know that it will get them results, whatever it is that they're changing. Something that I like to start with clients is their breakfast. Okay, they don't have to eat at 6 o'clock when they first get up in the morning, but if the first meal that goes into their mouth has a bit more saturated fat and protein in it than what they're used to eating, it does wonders for their self-control and their discipline because of what it does for their blood sugar for the whole day. So getting them to eat a little bit more protein and saturated fat first thing in the morning, if they've got weight to lose, works. It's not that they have to stick to it for the rest of their life. And that's something else that I'll say to particularly women, is you don't have to do it forever, but, if you just try it on as an experiment for a couple of weeks and the results will sell themselves. But the point is, if they can't do that, okay, then we move on to the next habit. But you really need to get the client feedback as to whether they can do what you're asking them to do or not. Because you can it's the same with writing exercise programs. You can write a fabulous 4 or 5 day split, but they're only going to come in twice. Or they only have 45 minutes to an hour to exercise, and you've written them a program that goes for 90 minutes. So what's the point? It's not going to get done. So there's a balance of what's the person's goals, and then practically what are they actually going to do and be able to implement. And then that's the difference between having all this amazing technical knowledge and then actually being able to coach clients to get results. Because it doesn't matter what you know, you've just got to get them results. So you've got to care and you've got to get them to implement it. And I hope that that is a very helpful tip, because that is just trial and error that has helped me to work that out, and it does work wonders. So good luck.